By the way, we're live.
Oh, start recording. My bad. Okay. Yeah, yo. So welcome to the chill spot. If you know your favorite two, if you don't know yet, but it's your boy Jay Serrano and your boy
El Cifer. Got one of
El
yours.
Cife. Before we even get going, let me just get a huge shout out to Night 25. My boy has been holding it down in the chat without us even starting. I
Bro.
appreciate you. And I appreciate Night on the other format of the stream as well.
Yeah, because we,
Uh,
because we live in both vertical and horizontal. But yo, if y'all go to the horizontal one, to the horizontal shit, bro, my man Night has been going in, bro. I'm like, that this is just,
yeah,
bro,
man.
this is so.
A loyal.
I'm,
But
I'm laughing. It's like, oh God, please don't tell me you can't see the past.
yeah.
They
For
just
anyone that catches the stream after, you can scroll to the right on like the mobile app to see the live chat
Mhm.
of what we were doing while we were streaming the pod. So you guys will be able to catch this. But for sure, like and subscribe, like my boy Night is saying in the chat.
that
We
is,
appreciate
bro.
that support
You you
100%.
you deserve a whole shout out because that shit is hilarious, bro. Because I was like, my man's been going in for like I posted this 2 hours ago at 6 p.m. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's wild. You know what's even wilder than that? Microsoft. What the fuck?
Yo, exactly, man.
Right.
These boys are wilding.
Man,
So the topic of today's podcast, 100%, is has Microsoft lost their minds? Like, what is their strategy going forward? Like, they've already have a small market share, and then they want to pull some dumb shit and raise Game Pass Ultimate by 50%. You went from
bro,
$20 a month to $30 a month.
$30 a month, bro. Like I want you like $360 a year. I want you to like conceptualize 360. That is not the 360 that I was missing. Like $360 just to play Call of
A
Duty.
year.
Yeah, just to play Call of
Nah,
Duty.
man.
But okay, this other shit because I actually played Silksong and Liza P on Game Pass. But come on, fam, bro. Like they said, you know what's you, you know what? I'm gonna let you talk because I'm gonna go on this tangent and I won't shut up.
No. I mean, I'm gonna let you get into that, but for sure, uh, what Microsoft has been pulling of recent months to years to decades at this point is just like head scratching. Like, what is the strategy? Like, I was a diehard Xbox person back in the 360s until I fell victim to the red rings, but I believed in them at that point because they sacrificed what like $1 billion to make sure that everyone with red rings would get
Yeah,
a
yeah,
replacement console so they can make sure that they don't destroy their base. But after that, like the moves that they have been making has been head scratching. The Xbox One, they told you they started that DRM shit where they proposed that you wouldn't be able to share games or sell games, so they lost a big fraction there to Sony. And then prior to this move now is like they're buying huge studios like Bethesda and Activision, but
eh,
like we
either
discussed on our first pod, they're over here canceling and shutting down studios left and right. But you go into your tangent of Game Pass because this is really what the topic is today.
bro. So it's not just about Game Pass, right? It's like I feel like ever since the advent of the Xbox One, not the Xbox One, right after the 360,
Yeah.
they have been they've been picking on their at their own pockets. Like that is the best way I can describe it. You know what I'm saying? Because you this might be an unpopular opinion, but I do believe that the 360 actually won the console war for that generation, right? Yeah, the red rings was a problem, but Microsoft actually took an L on console sales because they were replacing Xboxes, and then when the elites were coming out, they remedied the issue. They took an L, right? But they were pushing out games, bro. Gears of War, Halo. They was doing their own thing, What are you gonna say?
No. In my eyes, I agree. Xbox 360 took that, but historically, at the end, PlayStation 3 outsold it. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
if you look at the actual sales, yeah, it actually outsold it. But the games and the talk was on the 360.
I've said this before, right? The PS3, actually, no, I lied. Before the PS5, the PS3 was my least favorite of the PlayStations. Right, the PS5 is up there now, just because I like the hardware. I just hate what they have done when it comes down to software. But that's not the topic. So then the Xbox One comes out, right, and they had that abysmal E3 showcase where you said about the DRM. There was like, hey, by the way, this console is always online. By the way, we're gonna force feed you a Kinect. That shit was fucking ass. Then you can't share games. And bro, they literally like self-sabotaged. Like that Sony, they won the conference by just doing a impromptu presentation. It was like, this is how you share a game with PlayStations.
Yeah, that was so gangster,
That
bro.
was
They was
that.
like,
That's
"Here you
it.
go,
Here you go.
take the game."
Take the game, bro. And then boom. After that, bro, it was like an L after L because they were making real poor decisions with their studios, right? Like uh it was like Halo 4 was the one for the Xbox One, right? That shit was ass because they decided to fucking, I don't know, go a different direction with the story, and then Cortana, you know what I mean, got, I don't know, she looked like an IG model. She was kind of bad. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, I mean, I can't fault them for that one, you know?
Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on, my microphone.
No, no, you're good. So no, I'm with you with the
I'm back.
Xbox tripping up. Like, I'm really on the more recent history. Like, we besides Xbox Game Pass going up the 50%, they raised the console twice over the last year. When tradition, I know it's tariffs or whatever that is affecting it, but bro, the highest price Xbox Series X is higher than a PlayStation 5 Pro,
Mm,
and it's
but
not stronger than it. Like, what are we doing? It's
well,
like $800.
but the reason why I'm giving the history, right, is because a lot of people are like, this is coming out of nowhere. It's like, no, they've been on this downward trajectory from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like people like to, for example, now they used to look at Phil Spencer like as a savior, right? As the second coming of console Jesus, right?
Yeah,
And
yep.
then and now he's the boogeyman. And I was like, no, they've been on this bullshit for a minute. This happened. Okay, the first price increase, they said it had nothing to do with Tarif. Tarif had nothing to do with this shit, right? The second one,
I like that way. Okay, that's
to,
the new way to say that.
I don't know who this dude Tarif is, but he fucking up my games, bro. So
Uh-huh.
so then
Fuck
this
Tarif.
fuck Tarif, bro. So then the second time, I think they did say, okay, these Tarif is fucking our shit up. We're gonna raise the prices. But again, they have done absolutely nothing to make me wanna buy an Xbox console, right? Because Phil Spencer was pushing like everything is an Xbox now. I think like my my TV on my living room, it can do like
The
Game
cloud
Pass.
version.
Yeah, the cloud
Yeah.
version, right? They're trying to push this
But
shit.
my TV could do PS5 remote play. But the only thing is, the difference between them is that you don't need a console, and remote play you actually need a
You,
console.
you
So
need a
that like
console, yeah.
that's the difference. Yeah,
But
yeah.
but again, the whole point of like, and I know this
No,
this
if
is
it's already on your TV, bro, like, all right, I'm gonna have my fucking console already.
like,
Like, what are
why
we
am I
talking about? But
paying $700, right, for a console, and you can't tell me what to play in this console? Like, there is no, like, okay, if you're a Halo fan, good on you, right? If you're a Gears of War fan, good on you. I'm not saying these were bad games. I'm just saying that Microsoft has done shit with these IPs, right? Hi-Fi Rush
yeah,
was.
we're coming from people that used to love Microsoft and what it used to do. Like, we have expectations, but this decade is not where it's at. It's
Mhm. And then
like you're saying, with these IPs, they're trying to, I guess they are depending on them. To me, Halo has died after Bungie left them, so I stopped following them myself. And then Gears
bro,
is Gears.
I used to be such a like little cipher lore. I used to be such a gearhead. I think I showed you guys my statue one of these episodes, right? Fuck, I'll show you guys again. It's right above my
Yeah,
head,
yeah, right now.
like right here, right here. Look at this shit. The
Yeah, fucking.
little tip of the gun broke in the move. I'm so sad, but yeah, like I used to go to the Gears of War's tournament, right? I went to the midnight when I got this shit. It was on a midnight fucking release, right? I read the books. I got the books somewhere in my closet, right? I was and then they dropped Gears 4, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? The story, like, they fucked it up. Then they dropped Gears 5, and they took another shit. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening over there at Microsoft? Hi-Fi Rush was a sleeper hit,
Yeah,
and people loved it. It was good. And then
they
what
were
did they
getting
do?
praise, and
Crazy.
it had no real backing, and they were getting praise. And then
They
what did they do?
they shut down the studio and then had the audacity, like a fucking red pillar with a podcast mice, not us because we're cool. We're like, you know what we need? You know what we fucking need? We need more studios like Hi-Fi Rush to make more quality games. Like, motherfucker,
You just had it. You just shut them down. Like,
you
what the
just
fuck are we talking about?
publicly executing them, right? And I feel like, you know what? We need to stop. We need to have like an on-screen counter every time me and Jay Serrano bring up Rare, because they bought Rare and they said, "Hey, Sea of Thieves, Connect games." And I don't think you guys understand. If you guys are not as old as we are, right? We're not old, actually. We're wise. There's a difference.
As wise as we are.
As wise as we are, right? Rare had the 90s and the early 2000s in a motherfucking chokehold. Rare was dropping bangers after bang. So much so that Rare was making made better Nintendo games than Nintendo.
Facts.
Like I
With
want
their
you,
own characters.
like I
Yep.
want you to like really like take the concept of what I just said. Rare was making Nintendo games, and when Nintendo tried to make those same Rare games after Rare Studio got bought up by Microsoft, they couldn't compete. So with that being said, they said, "Hey, yo, you born in 2005. Oof, man. Look, get an emulator. Go play some of the. Go get an emulator, fam, because I don't know what to tell you." He said, "I was
But
born in
in their
2005.
heyday, Rare was, peak. They had Donkey Kong Country, they had GoldenEye, they
Perfect
had
Dark.
Conker's Bad Fur Day, Perfect Dark.
Yeah,
Like,
like
you could keep going, but
if you
these
see that R logo, you know it was gonna be a banger.
a
Like
great game,
as a
bro. Like,
kid,
it was rare for Rare to miss. That's why they were
that
called Rare.
bars, bro. MC Jason Red right
Yeah, we
here.
gotta get that soundboard.
I
Yeah.
gotta. But it's hilarious to me because then Microsoft got these motherfuckers, right? And they were like, "Yeah, go make some Connect." Oh, but the Connect barely works. I don't figure the fuck out, right? You guys are Rare. And then you know what's actually crazy? That when Microsoft, when they bought Rare, they actually thought they owned the IP for Donkey Kong, and it like always makes me laugh.
I had no idea. Nope, I had no
Yeah,
idea. That's
yeah.
what motivated them to buy them?
I think so, and I think my personal conspiracy theory is that they found out that they didn't own and uh and they
And
got
that's their
salty,
punishment,
and
what
that's their
we got?
punishment.
Oh my
That's my
they get
conspiracy theory.
oh, bro. Okay, that could be some headcanon. It kinda makes sense to me, but, like, you shoot yourself in the foot, like, you could have been instead of keeping losing market share of the consoles, like, you could have been gaining from the continuous bangers of what they would have had, and let them express their freedom, like, not what you forced them to do with this.
They could have written whatever that
Yeah,
the hype they got from the 360, bro, because the 360 was. I'm gonna tell you how much of a banger the 360 was, right? PlayStation, the PlayStation Network during the PlayStation 3 was free. You couldn't play online for free. The
yep.
360, Xbox Live, you had to pay. People still preferred Xbox Live, even though the PS3 was free. I want you guys to think about that, right? That's how crazy the 360 was when it hit the market. Now they also dropped the ROG Ally, right? And people were talking about the ROG Ally. The ROG Ally is gonna be the Nintendo Switch 2 killer. People were
Killer,
talking,
yep.
yeah. People were saying like, "Oh, Nintendo for $500, y'all crazy, Nintendo. Ain't nobody gonna pay $500 for this machine." But I said, wait until the ROG Ally, and then them motherfucker said, one
Hold
thousand
my
dollars,
chair, hold my beer, hold
one
my
thousand
beer.
$1,000. Y'all broke motherfuckers gotta pay 1K, $1,000 to play this shit, right? Mind you, that is $1,000 plus it has Game Pass on it, but you gotta pay
But for
thirty
how long?
dollars.
Is it it's like for 3 months, right?
Yeah, for 3 months, right? So then that year you could spend $1,000 and then potentially about $260 on Game Pass. So you're paying that year for the ROG Ally 1200 bucks plus, right? That That's crazy to me. That is actually wild to me.
Does the ROG have like regular Xbox Game Pass, the Elite, or the PC version? Because I know the PC version went up to like $19 a month or some shit like
Yeah.
that. So it's not, but it's not the same, right? You don't have the same access of all the games.
So the way they it's crazy because like the PC version, you don't have cloud cloud gaming. You get some day one games, but not all, and then your library is I guess not as big, and
Okay.
I think games leave the PC faster, right? So and they all do that shit so you can upgrade to the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? Like in the back in the day, I don't know about now, but the biggest draw in the ultimate was um
Day
they
one releases, right? That's
they
what it
want
was.
they want in cloud gaming, right? Because
Okay.
you know what I mean, because like you're installing all these games that you may or may not play is taxing on your hard drive, but excuse me. The point I'm trying to make is that why? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you like money, right? Cool. Like, I guess the logic, higher price tag, more money, but people are canceling the shit. Like, just your website was crashy.
Bro, yeah, that was crazy to me, man. That it was like the most searched thing on Google. It's
And,
like how to cancel my Xbox Game Pass membership, and it was crashing. People couldn't actually cancel the membership
bro,
because
I cancel my shit so quick. Mind you, I had the PC version, right? But I was like, look, nah, because one day raised my shit $20, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what am I actually doing right now? Like, if I wanted to play, like, I play Silk Song on Game Pass, which is awesome, right? But at this point, I was like, I should have just paid the $20.
exactly that, like that's the thing, bro. Like the average, all right, I'm not gonna say us and the people that watch this video, like besides like and subscribe, we appreciate you.
Yeah, please do.
Uh, we we are more of the outliers where we buy 5 to 10 games a year. Some of us more than that,
Hmm.
right? But the average gamer is only buying like 1 or 2 games. Like you're telling me $360 is gonna be worth it? That's 5 full price games at $70,
Well, I think in
and you own it forever.
and you own it forever. Like so, well,
Well, well, depending if that
if it's
console
digital, if
disappears at one point in time,
yes,
right? That's
well,
a license,
and also
right?
with
That's a
whole
license.
the digital versus like you own a license versus
No, but
the
even
game.
even if you buy the physical version, supposedly it's just a license as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So
but
it's
you can play it
bullshit.
offline. Like if you like, for example,
But most games, especially on PlayStation and
mm,
Xbox, it's just a thing to download the data. It doesn't have anything on it. Maybe like 500 megabytes.
uh, yeah, no, no, I'm not disagree. I'm not disagree with you, and I think we're getting off topic because that's a good topic to talk about
Yeah.
owning your shit. You know what? See,
But yeah, besides that, all right, but besides that, you're
no.
talking about $360 a year when you can get $70, 5 of them. But for the
Mm.
most part, most of us are going into our stores and looking at the sales, and like you could get a good value out of it. They want to position that the $30 is worth it because they added EA Pass, I don't know, whatever that means, to access EA games.
And
If
then
you want to play FIFA and Madden all the time, sure. And then
also
Ubisoft as well, Ubisoft Classics.
old
Who the
school
fuck want to
Ubisoft,
play all Assassin's Creed games, bro?
bro.
Like,
Like
if you really wanted them, you could have got them each for like $3 a piece on a sale.
I don't even want to play. I don't even want to play like the newer Ubisoft games.
Shadows.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you want me to like, you know what though? And that's the shit, bro. Like, this is where nostalgia jerking go. They bank a little too much on that shit, right? Because let's get it out the way. Yes, there's some purists out there that say, let's say if their Assassin's Creed is their favorite ones, and they want to play it on their current gen, and they don't want, cool. But are you gonna justify $30 motherfucking a month, right? Like $30 a month, which is for $20, you could buy Silk Song. For $10, right now, autumn sale, what's going on Steam, you can get so many bangers, right? You can get like 3 games on the autumn sale. I think like Arkham Knight is like $3 right now. Like Red
That's
Dead,
what I'm saying. Like, you
like
get such good value out of the sales. And most of us, I can't say everyone, but most of us have a backlog already. Like, sure, there's going to be games that I want to play right away. Like, right now, I really want to play Ghost of Yotei. It's definitely off topic for Xbox. But I'm so invested in Death Stranding 2 that I'm not going to buy it
but
yet. But once
but
I'm done, I'm going to be in there.
but it's actually not off topic, right? Because I'm gonna give you an example. One of the arguments that when the console wars was going on that people were having online, it was like, well, yeah, you pay $70 for Spider-Man or $60 for Spider-Man Miles Morales, but Redfall is coming day one, Starfield's coming day one, and those are bangers. And you don't, and I just gotta do like the membership. Redfall came down, right? And it was fucking
Hot
atrocious,
garbage.
a
Hot
fucking
garbage.
basura, right? It was so ass. You know what I mean? And mind you, well, those are the same people that made fucking What's the game? Deathloop. Deathloop. The other one,
Yeah,
Night.
Deathloop is Bethesda. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that was.
But I think in
Mhm.
software maybe. They made
Oh,
a
shout out Knight.
Yo Night with the gift of membership. Law Tigre. Who got it? Dylan Dean. Let's go. Hey, yo, Jacob Harrison.
Dylan.
Yo,
Okay.
Dylan. Yo, that's just forever in my head. That's just forever in my head, bro. And yo, what up, Mike K. Law Tigre and Jacob Harrison? Thank you so much for stopping by. By the way, for those who don't know, the Chill Spot is an every Sunday thing at 8 p.m. where me and my boy right here, my brother. Sorry, we just gonna bitch about shit for like the next hour, hour and a half.
We're gonna rant, but we're gonna talk about shit that's related to all of us
Us-
geeks and nerds in
yeah,
the chat.
yeah. Well, with a little sassiness, at least for my part. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean
no,
that's a little bit of a mimic tear in him. That's that.
that's yeah, that's literally what it is. I mean, I mean, peep the hat though. Nobody caught it yet.
No, but that thing where you were talking about the first day releases, like that would be really appealing with all of the studios that Xbox has, like potentially with what they've announced years ago. Like I'm like, okay, we could get like Fable, we could get Gears, whatever other new IPs that start doing,
But
but nothing is really coming out. Like for you to be getting day and day releases,
hey,
and then again, you're only owning it temporarily versus I don't know.
it's
There's
like
games I go back to playing again, and there might not even be listed on
no,
the pass anymore.
no facts. There's a whole tab on Game Pass saying games that are leaving soon, right? And then that gets like, fuck, I wanted to play that motherfucker, right? And it's just my just weeding through my backlog. But here's another thing that we know for a fact that games are getting more and more expensive to make. That's a fact, right? A lot, one of the issues that Sony was having is that like, yo, we've been spending too much making a particular game that is almost impossible to.
That's why Ghost of Yote got that credit because it stayed the same budget with inflation and everything, and
Yeah,
then they produce similar results.
similar.
But yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
that's an
not.
outlier,
Yeah, no,
of
it's an
course.
outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And there's a lot of indie studios that are making fucking bangers
Oh,
with
indie studios, like we said in past cads, yeah,
killing,
they're
killing, killing
killing
it,
it. Yeah,
killing it, right?
putting AAA to shame.
But in my opinion, though, it's like how you expect to produce like triple A, big triple A games, and if the profit margin is shared with Game Pass, there's like I don't think again I don't know how the inner workings of how the profit margins work in these companies, but to me it was like, well, this is revenue sharing, right? Like that's why they're pushing Game Pass everywhere, right? On your phone, on your TV, like they're pushing this shit, right? But to me, it's like I rather just if you tell me, hey, we're gonna give this, I'm gonna use easy numbers. Jay Serrano Studios $1 million to produce a game, right? Then I'd rather do that than say, Jay Serrano, you produce a, hey, work with what you got, and you're gonna get a percentage of this Game Pass. In my head, I was like, well, just give me the budget. He's gonna work within that budget and produce something better because what's the point? And like, look at Redfall. Redfall was fucking ass. Starfield, I never played it, but I saw gameplay. I'm like, this shit looks boring. I remember reviews, like content creators talking about like Starfield was like, hey man, give it a chance. This shit gets good after like the 15 hours. Like, bitch, if I'm playing this shit for 15 hours,
Yeah.
now fuck you. This ain't One Piece.
I mean, they probably went back and fixed a lot of the issues that like Cyberpunk did, but
but yeah,
at the
but
end of the day, it's still that Bethesda engine that like they have those. I don't know. They if you like Skyrim or whatever, you probably will like it. I haven't played that game yet myself, so I have no opinion on
no
it
opinion.
myself.
Nah, like I said,
But I did see that a lot of the planets were like empty, barren. They were like fucking pointless to go to. You never actually fly the ship, etc. But to that point, like they are gobbling out these studios and they're not doing nothing with them. Like they're uh that part of the cost that we're getting is them acquiring these studios and not getting the revenue back. From what I read, I think we spoke about it off stream a little bit. They lost $300 million on sales on just Call of Duty because they put it on Game Pass.
and
Normally Call of Duty is like the number one seller in the year, so
yeah,
now you're given the opportunity for at least half of the base and on PC and Xbox to be able to just play it and get it out of their system like 2 months, and they're like, all right, I'm done with this, and then there you go, those sales are gone versus the people that are currently buying or were currently buying Call of Duty. even if they didn't like it, they bought it, and then if they let it go, they let
And
it go. Like you lost all that revenue. 300 million is
it's
crazy
crazy.
for one game.
And that, you know what's crazy? They they've been knowing that they were gonna be at a loss because as soon as Call of Duty Black Ops 6 went into Game Pass, what happened? They got so fucking aggressive with their microtransactions. Right? They as soon as you open the game, bro, like I know it was like this before, but you had to scroll so far and it's just ads, battle pass, this, that, skins. And it's like because they're trying to recoup what they know they're gonna be taking a loss, right? And this is the issue, man. And I don't know how many times these companies are gonna learn this shit, right? I don't care if it's Sony, Nintendo, fucking Microsoft. Games of service are not it. Yeah, I mean, Fortnite is the exception. It's an outlier. Like Fortnite,
Yeah, people stay chasing, the GTA Online bag. Like
yeah,
these are outliers. Like
the,
even Rockstar couldn't replicate it with Red Dead. That shit died. Like, bro,
like
even they couldn't replicate it. Like,
that's what
come
I'm
on.
saying. That is like these are the exception to the rule. I was just like, yo, LeBron James, that is the exception to the rule, right? Whether you like him or not, the motherfucker is like pushing 40. And that's
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
no, yeah. Same thing
That's
with like Tom Brady in football. It's like these
same.
people are outliers. Like these people, like, okay,
Like
sure.
this is not like
This is not the norm.
not
This
the
is don't
norm.
expect this. Yeah.
So with that being so when people put pressure, like and it happens a lot with gaming, especially we live in a climate where the norm from content creators and viewers alike, right? And I try to separate myself from these motherfuckers, and I know you do too. That the first instinct is to hate on something without ever touching it. Like people like review bomb and try to review bomb Ghost of Yotei. It's like, bro, go outside. Game is enough for you.
No, yeah. All the
Like,
people that do that never even are gonna play it. They're not gonna give it a chance. They have the predistinct views because it's whatever. We
the,
talked about this in other
yeah.
casts. Yeah.
So the why I bring that shit up is because it's hard. It's hard to give shit a fair shot with all the negativity surrounding. But then when you find out that the company behind them is also, pushing this negative bullshit, it just makes you think like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what is actually gonna happen with all these good studios, all these good IPs? Are they just gonna fall on the wayside? Are they gonna fall like you know what? Fuck it. I like the console wars. I like competition. You know, I say competition makes other motherfuckers work harder. That's just the way it is. But everybody trying to chase this stupid ass bag of life
You're
service.
big boss.
Yo, Snake Latiga, what's up, big boss? Yo, that is that man has the sexiest beard I've ever seen in a man. Like, just throwing it out there. That's family. That's my other brother. With that being said, though, bro, like to me is what are we actually doing? Like if I can go into these boardrooms, like, yo, why are you trying to push live service? Shit does
Yeah,
not
no.
work.
So here's the problem. It's especially for Microsoft, like they already don't have any type of game part of the collection in like Japan, so they're already like written off there. Their biggest market was like Europe, but they're not even catering to them besides like what, like Forza. And now being American like us here, you already know that these big corporations, they don't have feelings. They are looking at are the dollar signs.
You are
If
literally
we had if we gave Microsoft at least the gaming division, a studio to be led by like a Japanese person or someone from out there, I'm sure it won't be overnight, but it will start, changing the way that they approach stuff. And like, I don't know, like you see how we were talking about PlayStation, how they were shitting the bed with Jim Ryan, like they were going for these live service games, and then now that they see that that shit wasn't succeeding, they reverted back to their traditional roots, and now they're going to be focusing again on their IPs and what actually works for them instead of wasting $420 million on a game that they're gonna release for a week and refund everyone on.
yeah. It's always gonna be crazy to be like Jim Ryan, that dude. Like again, Jim Ryan was kind of puzzling to me because he criticized company like EA, right? Where for those who don't know, EA from back in the 360 days, EA kept on peddling this idea that single player gaming is dead. And they kept on saying they have gone on record saying we don't make single player games anymore because nobody wants them. And then meanwhile, the fans, us was like, who the fuck said that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
They they dropped Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and it killed. And people were like, and you guys still look at the numbers, right? Jim Ryan, who criticized EA, mind you, this is the shit that fucking killed me. You had successes that like Bloodborne, God of War, Spider-Man games, Returnal. And just to name a few, right?
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are
The whole PlayStation 4 generation bangers every year.
bangers,
Bangers.
bangers, right?
Yep.
Every time you drop like Ghost of Tsushima, like critically acclaimed, right? Like, and this motherfucker will come out his face says PlayStation's gonna take a more in-depth look at live service. Live service is the future, bro. You're literally fucking killing it, and then you're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot just because. Why? Like to chase a bigger bag, and again,
Yeah, no, and they have what, like successful live service. Like they acquired Bungie, and Destiny is a successful live service,
mhm,
I assume. And then what is it? Helldivers too, right? But
Helldivers too.
is that really? Because I see my son play it all the time. Are they really bringing revenue from that? Like
So,
they're like
Hell,
as far as in-game purchasing, like
so
I don't
Hell,
really see it.
Helldivers. So I like to glaze Helldivers 2 whenever I can because Helldivers 2 did something for live service that these motherfuckers refuse to do. Helldivers want you to play the game. They want you to
Yeah,
play the
yeah,
game and
that's
unlock
awesome.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can play the game naturally, get in-game currency, and unlock a lot of cool shit. Right? Some crossover events like when they did excuse me, that when they did the ODST Halo skins and stuff like that, that cost money. But even then, it's like, yeah, you pay for it.
Yeah, that's now right because now they got Xbox players. Like
Mhm.
they went, it's cross-platform. Yeah,
Plus
that's dope.
platform. The game is constantly being updated. Like they have done this whole thing where they've been trying to keep the community like the community happy with these games, right? So with that,
We appreciate you on both streams,
hey,
night and
hey,
night night.
we appreciate you guys in both streams. So real quick,
Mhm.
I feel like I gotta explain this. Like so I do vertical because it has a bigger reach, right? And I do that to to attract new viewers who are not familiar with me and Jason Randall, our content and whatnot. And then the long form that's for the loyal viewers. That's for my day ones because that's the one that actually stays up after like because the vertical gets unlisted. This one gets and then if people want to go and rewatch it, they can. Obviously it has like the graphics and all that good stuff. And then usually I'm trying to grab clips from it and repost them, smaller bite-sized clips. But that's my process in case anybody's confused, like, yo, why is there two streams? I'm like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Anyways, that's that's just shop. We could talk about we could talk about that some other time. With that being said, Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty has been on the decline for years, but it has the loyal players, right? It always gonna be baffles me that people will criticize Call of Duty, but then you take away your one thing that gave you power over other markets is the ability to have to buy the game,
yeah.
right? And to me, like again, I'm not a Call of Duty fan. Like the times I've gotten Call of Duty is literally because I get peer pressured, right? As a matter of fact, when me and Jay Serrano that like had a divorce with the homies because of Warzone, because we fought hard to get these PS5s, and we like, yo, we playing Demon Souls, we playing Returnal, we playing, and all the homies like, hey, y'all trying to get on Warzone? I'm like, bro, I'm not playing fucking Warzone. Fuck you. I'm not.
Like
I'm
let's say we definitely did. We definitely played our Warzone time, but that was like okay, we got over it quick, especially once the cheating got crazy.
that
Like
cock.
it's just blatant. Like it's ridiculous.
It's disgusting. You know what I mean? I don't like people were saying like, oh, there's already cheaters on the beta. I'm like, look, man, is this fun? Like, is cheating fun? I've never installed an aimbot or like, how is this fun? Because like,
I'm sure there's like you feel like One Punch Man or something. You're so OP, but you're not really winning shit. Like I don't know. I like watching videos of the people that get exposed for cheating and go to competitions and they're ass, or they
uh,
lie about speed running and they can't do none of that shit. It's like, bro,
we do have a
why are you
mutual.
such a fucking poser?
We do have a mutual, and this is bad because I call his ass on it. Like, I'm not gonna say his name, but motherfucker was goaded at Call of Duty. He was way better than me.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. He
And
was already good,
like
and then
like I'm
he joined the master race and he became
he became a cheat. I don't understand. Like this
yeah.
dude, this particular again, I don't want to because I don't want to shit on him like that because I got mad love for the homie, right? This dude, he could get a nuke. Like a new Call of Duty drops today. He was like, "Hey guys, I already got the nuke." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like you know what I mean? He was that good. right? Diving all his weapons. He was that sweaty.
Yeah, yeah, he would get the whatever, the crazy one, the
The
crazy camel that you
the
gotta get for
the
all the camels. Yeah, he would
dark
get it.
matter, whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
dark
so
matter,
dark matter,
whatever it
all
was.
that
Yep.
shit, right? And like I said, love the dude. He was actually that good. The minute this motherfucker got a PC, he hits me up and say, "Yeah, man, I got my account banned. I got my account banned because I was cheating." I'm like, why would you already? You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you were Super Saiyan God and still wish for immortality. Like you was good. Like you was, and it was so wild to me, man. But anyways, I don't get it. Is it fun? I asked him like, "Dude, you having fun?" It's like, "Oh, it's just for trolling," and I'm like, "You need to go outside more, bro. Like, like
Like, you're
take a
like,
day
yeah,
off."
just for trolling? Nah, nah, I don't know. That's not something I would ever do. I just don't see it. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't cheat because I used to, the original Grand Theft Auto 3Ds. I would do
The cheat code.
the gun cheats and lose the wanted level cheats. Like, all right, cool, but
Yeah, but I think okay. I think it's different. Like I'm always gonna say this,
yeah,
right?
yeah, cheating against other people versus like single player mods that you guys do on PC, like that's
Cheat. Look, man.
completely different. It doesn't affect everyone. It's just your experience.
Cheating on a multiplayer game is like you taking compliments for posting an AI photo. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, exactly,
That's literally how I
exactly.
see it. Like if like it's like, oh my gosh, I feel so fun. Yeah, thank you. I know. And it's a whole fucking AI and I'm built like, I don't know, the rock or some shit. And it's like it's so that's how I see it. That's how I picture like cheaters to me, right? But again, Microsoft, I don't know what they're doing. I do not know what they're doing. And I wish I wish I can go to these boardrooms, right? Because they've been like when I compare companies, right? By the way, I have no love for no company, no corporation.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
them
there's
all.
no loyalty to any of them.
No
Yeah.
loyalty, right? Like the only time I can say I was loyal to a company and was when I was a fucking teenager and with Nintendo because they literally had my nostalgia held hostage. But I like any multi-billion-dollar corporation does not get my loyalty. Hell, I don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? So when I say this, right? Like Nintendo, I expect the stupid ass behavior from Nintendo, right? Nintendo has always been anti-consumer, right? Like I don't care what nobody says. When I see this fuck ass behavior from Microsoft, and I'm like, bro, you actually have no bargaining tools, no bargaining chips. You know what I mean? You don't have any leverage on your consumers. Nintendo does. Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, right? Metroid. Nintendo could be pulling this fuck ass shit because what you gonna do? Not play Pokemon? That's how they view the consumers. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's how they what's called that's how they move. What do you have, bro? Like I just want to know, like, what do you actually
Yeah,
have?
what is bringing people to you? Because you were saying like Game Pass was the convenience, right? It was like the Netflix. You get
Hmm.
to get all these games at your fingertips. You could play it on your phone, etc. Like that was their thing. But now we're at $360 a year.
And I even said way back when I used to have when I used to do because for those who don't know the chill spot, I used to do this way back then and then stop for I mean decided to bring it back because I love you guys, right? And when they showcased the Xbox not 360, the series, whichever one we're in now, the Series
The
X,
series, yeah,
yeah,
the series
fucking no,
consoles. Yeah, it's multiple of them. Yeah,
yeah, super,
S and X.
yeah,
Yeah.
super confusing ass name, right? The Series X. I was like, honestly, I like Game Pass because I had it from PC, but I also be okay because if because I predicted this back then that studios were gonna get shitted on. I was like, I'm okay for like a game. I don't know. Let's say like a new Halo that is like, hey, day one or for like the first 2 years, you're gonna have to buy it. Pay your $70, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually it'll come on Game Pass, right? And I was like, I'm actually okay with that because I want these studios to make a profit. Because if they make a profit, there's incentive for them to work harder to give us a quality product. You know what I'm saying? So much so that look, what I mean, or at the very least, it will drive console sales. Because if you're a Halo fan, if you're a Fable fan, and for the first 3 years it's only gonna be exclusive to your console, it's like, well, shit, man. I might as well buy this bitch, right? And if you think that doesn't work, look what Sony's been doing. Sony's been doing limited exclusives. and those have been driving sales for consoles. People are like, oh, what is the point of me buying a PlayStation? Spider-Man eventually is gonna come to PC. I'm like, after like 5, 6 years, and we live in a place where spoilers, fucking all types
And
of
you're not guaranteed. Like we were bitching about the other day. You got Bloodborne for 10 years on PlayStation, still not ported. Like
yeah. eh, eh,
like we're overconfident that everything's gonna get ported, and then you get lucky, and there you go. You get this one fucking game that's never gonna go over there.
That's never gonna get ported. No, and it's true. You're not
And
guaranteed.
you're like you're saying, you're waiting 2, 3 years, whatever, 5 years, and it's already out of the conversation. You're gonna be like me on the Liza P. Watch that clip. Where your experience is ruined because it's already patched to hell, and they nerfed it, and you don't get the true experience of what everyone had. Now you have the guys telling you how to do this and that when you could have just been playing it blindly, right?
No, and also, and here's something that nobody wants to admit, and unless you're us two, because we're real as fuck. FOMO is real. You know what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a like going back to your Liza P shit. There's some real FOMO there. Like, damn, I missed out when it was challenging. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
Like, and same thing with me. Like, when every time we have a conversation, like I know you and me talk about this every time we recommend each other's game, and it's been like gaps. I always say this: I'm mad at myself that I never got to experience Bloodborne before the craze when it first came out. I want it because I don't I don't think you guys understand. Let's talk, like when we talk about, for example, Elden Ring, or actually this is like an RPG problem, but motherfuckers would find like the broken builds and all that shit. Like, I want to experience shit blind. I want to experience it like one of my favorite experiences with Silksong is that, I mean, for the most part, aside from gaming with Rise, that he was helping me with certain shit, a lot of it was blind. A lot of it's like, oh, you're not supposed to fight this boss now. Come back when you're more leveled up. And I'm like, fuck him. He dies tonight.
Nah, he could bleed, he
He
can
he
die.
can bleed. He can die. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is how I feel. And then all for that, you know what I mean? For you to tell me like, oh, this is a time exclusive, right? And it's something that looks promising, like Sorrows. Sorrows is people like, but wait, can I just say something real quick before I go into and continue this tangent? A lot of you motherfuckers need to learn what's a sequel and what's a successor and all that shit, because people are criticizing Sorrow, saying like, oh, it's basically Returnal 2. Yes, bitch, Returnal was fucking goaded. They grab it.
Yeah, like like but like we be saying, people complain whether you keep it the same or whether you change it too much. You can't please
You
everyone.
can't
So
please everybody.
what Housemark is doing, let them cook, let
Let
them
them
cook.
cook, bro, because
because
Returnal was
because I
god
don't
tier.
like even like you said, I don't like roguelike games, but that game was fire.
I remember I told you. I remember you told me like I thought you didn't like roguelikes. This is the exception, bro. Play this
Yeah.
bitch. And I was, but to the point, right? Like, let these motherfuckers cook, right? And then you telling me like, yo, Cypher, play Sorrows. Like, hey, I'm gonna wait until I get it for PC. I don't need to get a PlayStation and shit like that. And then you and me talk damn near every other day, right? And you'd be like, this shit is fucking amazing. At some point, I'd be like, all right, cool. Let me go on Facebook Marketplace and see if I can find a PS5 for crackhead prices, right? That's what drives. And Microsoft is not doing that. And that's what the issue comes, because you guys actually own banger IPs.
Yeah, they are held hostage. You have great studios right now that
Amazing studios. You know how crazy Xbox Series X would have gone off. It says console exclusive, new Banjo Kazooie game. Get, hey, you know what? And here's a Banjo Kazooie themed console. I promise you, my dumbass would have bought it just because of that. You know what I'm saying?
man, like they have so many opportunities. It could have been, Conquer 2025. Here we go. Or when the Series X first came out, right? Like
Hmm.
you lined it up. Rare is remaking exclusive GoldenEye 2025. Like here we go. You're gonna now with Bethesda. Fuck Skyrim. I'm tired of them remaking that shit.
Bro,
But if the Elder Scrolls 7 or 6 actually came out around the time of the launch, and then Activision actually started making other games except besides Call of Duty, right?
bro.
Like that. Like what are we actually doing?
Also, yo, shout out to How We're Gaming, bro. Shout out, because that's what I'm saying. Rare had everybody in a chokehold because Killer Instinct was a thing. And bro, I like people like Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat, but
But that was a banger
Ultra
game, bro. Hell
Combo,
yeah.
that is That is a gaming staple. The same way as Mortal Kombat had that fatality or toasty. This shit, bro. Whenever you heard combo breaker, that was and bro, where's Killer Instinct, bro? Like, where how popular and how sweaty fighting games is. We got like 7 Tekkens. Mortal Kombat is like on their 5th reboot.
Well, to go back to the chat too, like I want a Xenoverse 3. I mean, I didn't know people cheating Xenoverse 2. That's
but
ridiculous to
but
me, but
but
I
also
would like a Xenoverse 3. Come on, man. I
but
want another one.
but also go outside and get some ass consensually. Because why are you cheating on Xenoverse? Like
Bro, like
like
I know I would be frustrated just getting stun locked and not being able to move or some bullshit.
like
Like, come on, bro.
go,
No, and then other fighting games, where's Soul Calibur? Like, let's
bro.
keep making these shits,
Soul
bro.
Calibur, bro. Come on, Soul Calibur. I love the mechanics of Soul Calibur. It's like we're not about the hands. We about shanking the motherfucker. You know what I mean? And again, this is why I say I like the console wars, right? Because in for the sixth generation, the GameCube, Xbox, and PS2, when Soul Calibur 2 dropped, they had console exclusive characters.
Exclusive characters,
Bro, you
yeah,
had
bro. You had
Link,
Link in one. You had Spawn,
Spawn,
right?
yeah, Spawn
Yep.
on Xbox, and your Hayachi, which was the weakest one on PlayStation 2. This is what I'm saying though. Like, you guys are just fumbling because y'all trying to chase out the back, and this is why fucking these corporations, these companies going public. They don't give a fuck about you because they have, and I'm not, not trying to get too political here, but they have a fiduciary obligation uh, to care more about their shareholders, maximize the shareholder profits, and fuck you, the consumer, right? These motherfuckers don't. These motherfuckers don't get paid. These game devs don't get paid nowhere near enough, right? Matter of fact, and for those who be like, hey, because every time I say this, there's always one motherfucker's like, well, yeah, they gotta be like Nintendo, like Satoru Iwata, and the entire upper echelon of leadership took a pay cut when the Wii U flopped. Like, word, go check on my man Sakurai. My man said, for Smash Brothers, bro, I used to work 8-hour days, 18 hours days. I can't use a mouse no more. I gotta use a trackball. Like,
Like Sakurai lately myself with these fucking crazy ass days, bro.
bro,
That man.
that man, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying though. Like, these companies do not give a fuck about you. And this is why I say competition is important. Because again, like, I'm glad. So I heard there's a new Digimon series that's actually going crazy. A new Digimon
Heard that
game,
shit is fire, bro. It
right?
came out Friday, I believe.
Friday.
That shit I heard is dope.
Mhm.
Like if you like JRPGs and then you like Pocket Monster
Yeah.
games, like bro.
But what did Nintendo do? Because once this patent goes into effect, you can no longer play games where you throw a creature or catch a creature, right? That's it. And if you like, oh, good thing I like FromSoft games, bro. You know who else is affected? My motherfucking Mimic Tier, because that is a summoned creature.
Yeah.
And if you don't think Nintendo is that petty, I promise you, they are. You know what I mean? This. Go ahead.
No, but that's the main thing. Like talking about like FromSoft, like if that's the approach Microsoft has to be on. Like you're over here trying to think for us, but just go into forums, go into Reddit, go into X, whatever, and read what your actual base wants you to fucking do. Stop doing other bullshit, and people will come to your platform and do what you need to do.
At the
That's
bare
all
minimum,
we need. That's
not
all
even
we
that.
need.
Not even that. Look at your numbers, bro. Like, that's it. Look at the declines in sales, the declines in quality. Look, like, people are actually protesting with their wallet. Just look at that shit, and you telling me that live service is the way to go? Fuck you, Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and all I'm saying is Microsoft could easily, and I'm not even a Sony head. I just right now Sony is where most of my attention has been going. Actually, no, that's not true. This year's been indies, but Microsoft actually has the potential to body both Nintendo and Sony with the IPs that they own. If they just
Bro, and the backing that they have, like they have so much on their disposal, and they're
you can't.
chasing the Netflix bag, and they're over here. Apparently, they're gonna introduce a Game Pass that has ads on it, where you only get access to like 5 hours for a month. Like, what are we doing,
5 hours, bro? 5 hours. Most game tutorials take about half an hour.
Yeah. Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Like you can't play a game like Silk Song for 5 hours, right? And be like, and like, okay, can you? Okay, you know what? No, fuck that. Can you
Well, now
imagine?
now you can upgrade to whatever, but
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you gotta upgrade to the ultimate to get the one for this month.
Can
Like,
you
bro,
imagine playing like a Lords of the Fallen or some like some Souls like and shit, and then you're no health no more. This the boss is like 2 hits and you're dodging your life away, and then boom, an ad, you know, like fucking you hit. I don't know.
yo, that would piss me off, bro. We're on Concert Verdant,
Yo,
and
customer,
this is the fucking run, and then
this
the
is
ad
the room.
popped up. Ooh,
Nothing beats a Jet 2
I'd be
holiday,
hot.
you motherfucker.
Oh, bro,
I
I'd
will
probably
break something.
smash my controller into my TV, bro.
I'm
Like that would
breaking
be it.
something, bro. Oh, yo, nah, man. And that's what I'm saying though. Like, yo, me and Jay could list off all the games that Microsoft could release, right? Hell, they Elder Scrolls 6, I think it's 6, right? All we
I
got
think
was
it's sick, yeah.
a title screen. That's the only thing they gave us. I'm like, bro, if you drop Skyrim was like so very few games did what Skyrim did. And Skyrim, Resident Evil 4, Breath of the Wild, right? That these games got released, re-released, and all this other shit, right? Oh, and I guess in the OG Doom. If you release
Yeah, Doom, yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6, right, and give it the love it deserves, because it's possible, right? It's
It,
possible.
it it probably is because it's already been announced and it's still nowhere near coming out. Like
Yeah,
they're talking about like 2030. Like these
like
motherfuckers are. But I still expect it to be fucking janky and shit. Like I still expect it to be
I mean,
retarded.
I mean,
I'll
like,
be sorry.
I mean, Bethesda's been using the same game engine for, I mean, since I don't know the first like
But
Oblivion.
their sub studios aren't like Deathloop isn't right. Like
Hmm?
what is their obsession with? Is it the creation engine? Like what is their obsession,
It,
bro? Like
I think honestly, it's just cut another way to cut cost. Not like I think that's what it is because look at and this is an EA thing, but look at EA. Was it the Frostbite engine that they really wanted to push this goddamn engine, and Dice was like, bro, I don't think we can use this engine on a Mass Effect game. It's like use it for
no,
Andromeda,
we can do it.
we
We
can
can
do
do
it,
it. Yeah.
and then
Uh
boom,
huh.
Andromeda, ass, right? Which is crazy because like the people that actually power through, it's like there's actually a good story and some good gameplay hitting under all this bullshit. And I was like, again, EA was like, let's use the Frostbite engine. You know what I mean? And then
I believe that too.
uh,
Dupree. I believe that.
because I'm making console. Like I know that,
I think that's the next move. Yeah.
I think that's a mistake. I honestly think
It
that
is
would be a
gonna be a
mistake.
mistake. It is gonna be a mistake.
I Because you're pushing Game Pass, right? Like, and I guess a game you can like a way you can remedy is like just outsourcing all your IPs to other studios, go the Sega route, right? But you
Like
still have to,
I can kind of see them. Yeah, okay. Game Pass coming to Switch. Game Pass coming to PlayStation. But you already see PlayStation's approach. They have their own plus essentials,
yeah.
premium, whatever. And their approach is no, our IP releases are not coming to this shit maybe until a year later. Like you're not get
You're
that.
not gonna get that.
You
You know what I
want
mean?
it, you're gonna pay it because you're gonna experience this full price. And this is why they're standing firm with that. Look at what Microsoft, like I said earlier, supposedly they lost $300 just in the sale
Three
revenue
hundred, no,
on
no,
Call of
not
Duty.
300, 300
300
mil,
million, 300
300 million.
million,
Now
million.
I lost $300.
Yeah, yeah. $360 a year now. That's what
Yeah,
we're losing.
that's what we're losing. And then again, people like to compare. It's like, what's the difference between that and the PlayStation Premium Essentials or whatever the case may be? I was like, well, because Ghost of Yote's not on that bitch. It might
It's
be
not,
it might
and
be
you're not gonna get it.
it might be there for like 2 years, and this is how they're gonna do it. It's gonna be for this first year, you gotta buy it. Maybe on year two, they're gonna give it as a month on one of those monthly free games,
No, I don't
right?
even think so. It takes so long to give it as a free monthly game. Like I think they might put it on PlayStation Premium to encourage you at that point.
Mm.
But the only time, like, what is the last game that we got from Premium that's a IP? Like they get like 2K once the next 2K is gonna come out. Like they
That
is like, all right, this shit is dead.
true. I know they I know something
Like
they
Liza P, I got yeah, right, Liza P,
yeah
but
like
that's what
yeah, but
a year
no,
later. It was
no,
6 months after Overture.
No, I don't think it was a year later. I think actually it was like 2 years after.
2 years later, okay,
Yeah,
there
two
you
years
go.
later, and then
I don't see it being that quick. Like
and they made it
I
free.
see them putting them on sales and then maybe like $12 off or whatever before
Yeah,
they bring it over to premium. And then it's only uh a time thing that they do also. They only put them up for like 3 months and then take them off. Like you can't go in there right now and find at least I don't know. I don't have premium at this moment, but
so
you can't go in there and get God of War, right? Or you can't get Forbidden West, Horizon Dawn. Like
I think you can get Forbidden West. I think. Don't quote
okay,
me.
okay.
Don't quote me
I
on it.
know that's how I experienced Returnal, and then it was gonna come off of the service, and I'm like, oh nope, I gotta beat this shit. And you
Yeah,
told me, oh, you gotta get the key, whatever, yeah, etc.
yeah. You gotta get the by the
The
way,
key at the car, yeah.
yeah. That the key of the car, and then the old like the phone booth, the random phone booth that popped up after like you beat the game, like after you beat all the boss. Again, if you haven't played Returnal, I if please if you don't like bullet hells or roguelites,
I hate them. I hate them, bro. I
yeah,
hate them.
he
I
hates them.
cannot
I don't.
stand bullet hells.
I
I
big
cannot
actually
stand them.
I know I like bullet hells. I don't like
No,
roguelites.
I know he does, but
Like
yeah, I can't
roguelites and
stand them, and
roguelikes.
I tolerated that. Hell yeah.
And I remember telling this because for those who don't know, like coconut, what's up, fam? Jay Serrano is probably one of the very few people that can recommend me something and I will buy it blind. Like I'm not even trying to like gas because he's here. He knows this shit. He goes like, "Hey yo, bro, play this," and it's like it's owned. You know what I mean?
No, and it's vice versa. 1 year for my birthday, this man just he's like, here's Near Automata.
Play it.
Enjoy.
Oh yeah,
I enjoy.
enjoy. No, because I played near Automata, Automata, whatever you want to call it, and I remember I was like, I've been telling him like, get it. His birthday came up. It's like, here, no excuse, play it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker hit me up like a week later. It was like, what the fuck? And I was like,
Yo,
I
man,
know, bro.
amazing soundtrack,
The
bro.
soundtrack, the story. Like I'm over here crying over fucking little ass robots, like that are
Yeah.
shaped like doodles. Like, damn, like it was so bad, bro. Like it was so.
No, I still gotta play the new one too. I gotta play Replicant. I gotta
Yeah,
get that.
yeah. I gotta get. I had to get replicant too. But again, another thing, because people like to bring this up when we talk about when they're trying to justify Game Pass. I don't know how they're gonna justify with this price tag now, but it was like, oh, look at all these options, and I'm like, you know what, man? I actually, in my big age of, I think it's 34, 33.
In a couple weeks,
And
yeah.
yeah. Anyways, at my big age of 33, almost 34, right? Having too much options is actually a burden. Now, like I said, Ghost of Yote's out. I have it in my car. I haven't bought it because I gotta get through other shit. I
Yeah,
gotta get
no,
through other.
that's my next purchase, but I gotta finish
You gotta.
Death Stranding too,
I
and then
got.
I'll be on Yote. I'm gonna be on that shit heavy.
You know
I
what I mean?
already know.
And that's what I'm saying though. Like the burden of options, like this, the burden of options is real because this. Every time I think about my backlog, like every time people say you should play this. As a matter of fact, I'm going through Ocarina of Time, and I did Majora's Mask before that. Did Soul Salt, right? And I'm doing that because I miss this game.
Exactly. He did Ocarina of
Uh,
Time, and he's currently on Majora's Mask.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
can watch him.
Well,
I
right
think
now,
he'll tell you the new schedule at the end of the
yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys the new streaming schedule in a few, right? But I played those because like I needed like a break from Souls, like I needed a break, and I wanted to, like I miss those games, right? But I've been trying to play games that I haven't played. Like that's what I'm trying to stream, so I can make lore videos for them and stuff. And like when you were like telling me like go play Arkham City, play this, I'm like I would, right? But I only have a limited amount of time to play, and I gotta work, right? And then and I got so like my backlog is just continue to grow. You know what I mean? I got DK Bonanza. I played it, still haven't finished it. Great game, by the way. Still haven't finished it. And then I'm not gonna get the Pokemon ZA game, not because it doesn't look cool, it's because when am I gonna play it? And that's the thing. Like when you tell me when Game Pass, it's like they're adding over 400 games. Like that's cool. I'm at the point that I'd rather just buy the motherfuckers and they just have them sit so I can own them. We're having to pay $30 a month and then feel pressured. I was like, I gotta play for me to justify this purchase in my head.
That's a
I
huge part of it.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? For me to justify this, you know what I mean? That's why I've been canceling mass streaming services left and right because I will get them for
Well,
one.
yeah, I've already been on my straw hat with that, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
We gotta
maybe
talk.
in early 2010s it was worth it because it
Mhm.
was like a good value, but now they just keep abusing
Uh,
and using. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
And like I was
We
like,
we put our Jolly Roger up, boom, and we out here, bro. I'm watching everything.
bro, pass me a double fruit.
Yeah, I got you.
Pass
Yeah,
me a
they
double
call me
fruit.
they got I got the stream fruit, bro. Like fuck.
The stream fruit. But
I need the Nintendo one though, the one that shit for them motherfuckers. They want to hold all my great games hostage and not even allow you to buy them anyway. Like
that's
that's a
that's
side topic. Yeah,
that
that's a
that's a
side topic.
that's you know what? I think that should be the next topic, right? Like emulation. You know what I mean? Because I thought about this like left and right because it's like you're not giving me the option to replay these games, but you also don't want me to play them. Like you're not making up. Nobody's buying. Mario Art like Mario RPG. They made a remake. I don't know. Give me another old ass game that is not available. I don't care. Point is that all these companies are so fucking greedy. Like, nah, you can't play Eternal Darkness. Why? Because Silicon Knights own it. I'm like, cool. Silicon Knights went under because can they sell you the IP? Like, nah, but you still can't. I'm like, bro, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
How can I play it?
They
Like,
like they want to say like no, this is our IP. Like okay, like no one is ever gonna. Yeah, no. Like we said,
yo,
this is gonna be a side topic.
hey, yo,
Let's not get into this.
but
Let's not get
Dylan,
into this.
Dylan said it best, bro. They are afraid of money, and that's the thing. It's like my boy Jason Rano says, like, bro, if you just listen to your consumers, you guys will be printing money. Like if Nintendo, for example, says we're remaking Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time from the ground up, y'all don't even have to change a lot of shit. Not
They don't even have to do much, bro. Like your Wii U, you're one of the 13 people that bought it. There's
yeah.
games that are exclusive to that shit that never came out anywhere else, and you can't buy it again. Like there's Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. You'll never be. There's nothing else that you can play it on besides the Wii U. What are we doing?
What are we actually doing, right? And again, and I'm gonna die on this hill. Fucking Xbox could dominate the goddamn gaming space if they just say, "Hey, yo, Rare, we're remaking all that shit. Perfect Dark,
Yo,
Killer Instinct,
yeah, like
uh,
just follow Capcom. You see what Capcom is doing? They're killing it with their remakes. Do that.
do that."
Go ahead.
Literally, Capcom
You have
said,
no original ideas? Perfect.
"Yep,
Go remake that shit from the ground up, but make sure people that love this fucking game are
yep,
on it so they can do it justice.
do it justice." Because here's the thing, like, because before a remake and a remaster were damn near synonymous, right? Then Capcom says, like, "Yo, let's remake it Resident Evil 2," and they made that shit amazing. Fucking, and you know what? And like people were saying they set a new standard for a remake, and I'm like, actually, that's what a remake's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to
That's
be.
it
Yeah.
supposed to be. And then the one thing I would say is that Capcom is smart because Capcom got tired of hearing, "Yo, y'all will never capitalize on the hype that was Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4." And Capcom's like, you know what? You're right. Remake Resident Evil 2. You know what?
Yep.
Remake Resident Evil
You're like,
4.
you know what? Let's recapture that shit. You're
No,
right.
you're right. No, you're 100% right. We've been trying. We've been failing. Remake that shit. And then all they do is remake shit and or they port stuff like that was locked in other consoles and or not ported, give it a sequel because like Monster Hunter was a very niche game. It was
Yep.
stuck on the
Yep.
PS2 and then got some popularity on the 3DS. They're like, you know what? Let's drop Monster Hunter World. And what did they do? A lot of purists hated it because they simplified it. But what happened? Monster Hunter World was taken, ironically enough, that game world by storm. Everybody was playing it. My brother was like, he was obsessed with that shit. That's what Capcom did. Is like they grabbed what they have already and they built upon that shit. They're like, bro, why the fuck are we gonna make a new IP? Granted, they haven't made a new Mega Man, but when we say like, yo, we remaking Mega Man X, and it's still gonna be a side scroller. I promise you. I want you to look. No, look at me right here, in my Oculus, right here in my retinas. I will buy that shit, and if they come with a little Mega Man statue, I'm pre-ordering that shit. You think I'm playing? I promise you, I will.
No, they don't need. They better not make it like a 3D game. Like
Oh
they
no,
should not.
no,
They should
no,
not.
side
No.
scroller all
Like
the fucking
like
way.
you already see that Silk Song is gonna be in the running for Game of the Year. You're gonna have games, all these side scrollers, right? Like Ori and the Will of the Wisp, etc. Like these games are already top tier.
But
And
Prince of
maybe
Persia,
that Prince of Persia wasn't my type of game, but I heard that was
that
good.
shit was so.
Metroid, the one that you played on
Mm,
stream, that shit was fire too.
bro, Prince of Persia Lost Crown was so fucking underrated. Like it was anime as fuck. I bought that shit because it was like on like crazy sales. Like, I fuck it, I give it a shot. Play the fuck out of that game, bro. There is a market for these two games. Metroid Dread. Look, I did not know what I was expecting when I got Metroid Dread. I played and I'm like, bro, what are these Dark Souls
Yeah,
bosses?
yeah,
What
yeah. That
is
shit was so fire, bro.
so
That shit was
clean,
so
bro?
fire.
So clean. And that's what I'm saying, though. Is like if they like if Capcom decides to like, yo, we're gonna remake Mega Man, remake make that shit 2D. Make that shit 2D, like a side scroller. Don't give me that 3D shit. Like, oh, we reinvented it. I'm like, no, fuck you. Give me the same
No,
shit.
no, please don't, please don't,
Please don't.
please don't do it.
Please don't do it.
No, no, but they've been smart. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
That's
Just don't do what was that Mega Man successor? That shit was ass.
uh, what's
I don't remember the name of it.
Mega Man Legends?
No, no,
No,
it wasn't even Mega
because
Man. It was
I
like
like
from the
Legends.
creators of Mega Man,
Oh,
but it was a
fucking
different. I
Mighty
forgot
Number
the name of
Nine or
it.
some shit like that.
Yeah, that
That shit was
shit.
so
Oh, that
ass.
shit was
No,
ass,
and the
bro.
commercial have the bad guys crying like an anime fan on Prime Night. Like, bitch, who hire you? Like, look at this. This game is anime as hell. Now the anime chibi as fuck. Like, but it's crazy to me that a lot of these companies, you have FrontSoft, Capcom, all these companies are giving you guys the blueprint, the roadmap, and people are actively shit in it. Bro, how is Konami capitalizing on this shit? I hate Konami.
Bro,
How is
bro, they
Konami?
killed it with that remake,
What
bro. What? They
Konami made two
killed that
remakes.
shit.
Silent Hill 2, banger, right?
Mm-hmm. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Delta,
Yep.
banger, right? And
Uh-huh.
and like Konami's just like, yo, well, let's just do what the fuck Capcom is doing. Fuck these pachinko machines, right? Why do new shit? And all I'm thinking about is like, yo, why are these other companies instead like, you know what? I'm about to be a hypocrite. I will be okay with price increases if I feel like your product deserves it. If I feel like what you're producing deserve it, I'll be like, fuck it. Cool. I'll pay the extra whatever a month. I'll pay for whatever you're offering, whatever the hell you're offering. If you are giving me quality shit, if Xbox, if the console prices of Xbox, right, and you're telling me, oh, by the way, New Conquer Bad Fur Day remake. By the way, Killer Instinct is coming back. By the way, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Fable. Hey, you know what? Yo, a couple of Bungie devs left Sony. We brought them over here, redoing another Halo with some of the old crew. It's not really Bungie, but it's Bungie, right? I'm like, you know
No, they
what?
could continue. Yeah, they could continue. They have, like we said, they own Bethesda now. Put one of your studios to remake Fallout 4, Fallout
Fallout,
3,
Fallout,
Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas.
Like
Do
the old Forza games, bring them back. Like I
bro?
don't know what you guys are doing,
Them
bro. Like
motherfuckers
I don't
they
Mass
remade a
Effect. Like you guys kind of own that now, right? Isn't that part of it?
they remade Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and people were losing their shit.
Yeah, that shit went crazy.
Crazy.
Like
It went crazy.
keep
And
doing that.
keep
What are we
doing
doing?
that. Like Capcom, FromSoft, all these companies are giving you guys the blueprint. And the fact that Konami, fuck Konami, they were like, you know what, man? Yeah, why are we fucking overworking ourselves? Just go into our back catalog, see what people loved, and just do that. You know what I mean? Just hey, who did it? Blue Point? Tell them to come over here. The motherfuckers, they're not owned by nobody. I think actually they are by Sony. Is it Blue
Yeah,
Point?
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they're
yeah,
owned
yeah,
by
yeah,
PlayStation now.
Sony.
But yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, because we have the theory that they're gonna do
remake
something with Bloodborne.
that
Yeah,
that
hopefully, we'll see.
if they do that, I don't want them to do this shit. But if they do like Bloodborne remake and that's gonna be like the PlayStation 6 launch title shit, I'm gonna be so fucking salty. I'm gonna be so
Like
mad.
nah. So Demon Souls is beautiful, the remake, and it plays true to the original. Like it was awesome. So I'm if that's what they do, I'm okay with it. What I'm worried about is that these motherfuckers will go ahead like, okay, you guys already know how to make a Souls game, like from Demon Souls. Make Bloodborne 2 because we own the title and we don't have to include FromSoft. Bro, I would fucking
That
boycott the shit out of PlayStation.
if they do Bloodborne
Oh
without
my god.
Miyazaki,
Oh.
man, it is one of those, and I'll do one of those shits like I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not gonna be happy. Like
Nah, man, I don't
I,
even know. I
I
wouldn't even know. I don't.
like
I don't think I would play that shit.
like
Hell
man,
no.
I will be so like so
Because at least
salty.
Blue Point, because Blue Point had the easy thing of okay, these are the assets. This is how it's moved. Let's prettify it. Like
Yeah,
it's already
let's pretty
there.
add some
You're gonna
quality of life changes
ask
and
them
shit.
to, yeah, but you're gonna ask them to if they go with it. From what I read, I hope it's not true. But if they go ahead and make a Bloodborne 2 by themselves from the ground up, the story's gonna be fucked. Maybe the gameplay will be okay, but the bosses aren't gonna be that crazy either. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
no, they're gonna do they're just gonna make things disgusting for the sake of disgusting with no lore implication. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, oh, here's a butthole monster. He's a
Well, yeah,
butthole. You know
because
what I'm saying?
they kind of did that with Demon Souls remake too. Like, there's some from the criticism that it got. Obviously, I didn't get to play original Demon Souls,
Hmm.
but some of those bosses shouldn't be as grotesque as
Let's
they
go.
are. Like,
Yeah, let's go. I know.
yeah,
Now let me now open that can of worms because that's we're gonna add another
yeah,
hour to the stream
yeah,
and
yeah.
but
No, but after this Xbox, oh,
hyper.
revamp with the pricing. Do you think the value is there? Like it's supposedly again the EA portion of it and the Ubisoft portion of it. And we didn't even discuss that EA just got bought out. Like they just got purchased and it's gonna be partially owned by Saudi Arabia. I mean, I don't know what is the plan with these people. Like if
So,
they start remaking and bringing back games, it would be great. Like EA Sports big. Like if those come back, banger. If they bring
but
back Fight Night, banger. Like
so
I'll
here's a
love it.
so here's a
But I
problem with that.
have doubts. I have
No,
hard
no,
doubts.
no, no. Those doubts, I'm they're not doubts. Those are premonitions. Because here's the thing: these motherfuckers bought that shit for $55 billion, right? And they privatized EA. Mind you, I don't like EA. Fuck EA. EA can eat a bag of Richards. But here's the issue with that: when a privatized uh group buys some shit like that for that amount of money, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna want to recoup those investments. So if you thought EA was aggressive with the microtransactions, bro, just you wait. You're gonna see a influx of mobile games. You're gonna see an influx of um, shitty ass fucking games with microtransactions. You're gonna get nickel and dime for everything. And here's the worst part: so many people are gonna get laid off.
Yep, that's what I was thinking
So
too.
many
The
people are
AI
gonna like,
component of it
and
is gonna go hard for
yeah,
that, bro. It's gonna go
because
crazy.
one of the cats that her buy is he's affiliated with Palantir. AI is gonna go run rampant. I'm telling you, as much as I do not like EA as a corporation, them getting bought out by those individuals is the
Yeah,
worst thing that can happen. And but to answer your previous question, do I think that the price is justified? No, 1,000% no. And like I said before, I would, I would still wouldn't be happy with it. But if you're telling me that they jacked up these prices because they're listening to fans, and I mean, it's still a company, it's capitalism, right? They need to recoup investments, so they're gonna have to raise the prices of, I mean, they have to make it up somewhere else, right? In this case, like the consoles, they need to raise the prices. But they say, like, look, guys, we fucked up. Yeah, I mean, here's what we're gonna give you guys. We're gonna give you all these games, and they're gonna be quality as fuck. You know what I mean. I would be like, you know what? I don't like it, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys can't afford. I say can't afford. You guys don't want another debacle with the 360 where you guys lost, you know,
a
billions,
billion dollars.
$1 billion
Yeah,
because the console wasn't up to par to run the software that you guys were, pushing out, right? But you guys said, like, you know what? We fucked up. We gave you a shitty console. We'll replace it for free. And the next batch of Xbox Elites are gonna be better, right? You're not gonna go through the red rings. If you're telling me that that's the compromise that we're, as a consumer, we're making with this company, like I said, I would get it. And to be fair, I would even be opposed. I would be protesting them. I'll be like, look, guys, do you guys want to play Conquer? Conquer was a great game. This and that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a Xbox console exclusive. You know, like, if I have a spare, or if I find somebody selling this shit for the cheap, well, cheaper than what it is, I'll probably buy it because I'm a fan of those games. A new Banjo Kazooie, like a Banjo Kazooie remake. Like people that grew up with these games, or people that, or not even people, like kids. You know what I mean? Kids that want to be introduced to these games and stuff like that. Like, I would justify the price increase, and I'd be like, I get it. But now you're telling me you're charging me more and giving me less? That is as capitalistic as it gets. I'm like, I'm gonna charge you more and I'm gonna give you way less. And the question is like, what's the point? Like, what are we doing? That's the question. But how about you? What you think?
Is Xbox gonna be around to make fruits of the laborers? Like, didn't they just announce like an exclusive game with Kojima? Like, it's gonna be Microsoft back. Like, it,
Yeah,
man, like
and
I don't know.
I'm worried about it.
I need Microsoft, even if I'm not gonna be the ones to buy it, because there's no point for me to buy it at this point. Like any other consoles, because they just come back to PC, and I haven't seen any IPs that are drawing me. Like we said earlier in the video, you got to make some fucking games to attract people, because
That's the whole point of buying
there's
a
no
console.
incentive for me to go there.
That's the whole point of buying a console. Like when people that's why the PC master race needs to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why just get a PC? Like, well, my $500 console, you know what I mean, does just fine. I'm not a fucking hardcore gamer, and I bought it because I like Spider Man, I like God of War. But if you take away that component, then tell me why I should buy an Xbox, right?
Exactly.
Like,
No, like what is the point? What is my incentive to buy this?
what you know what I mean? Like, because it's an investment, regardless if I'm playing it casually or hardcore, doesn't matter. What is the incentive? And I don't know. Like, I can't tell you. Before the 360, I was like, yo, Gears of War is lit. Halo is lit. And I can go down the lines like, oh shit,
No, and Xbox Live was superior, so you ended up, even though Call of Duty was on both consoles, you wanted to play it on Xbox, you wanted to play it with your boys there, like
yeah,
like
it just makes sense. It just made perfect sense to do it, to do that. But now, if you ask me, because like when people were arguing, for example, Nintendo was like $500 for the Switch 2, and I saw a couple content creators like then they're gonna buy it because people like Nintendo. They're gonna fucking stomach the bullshit ass prices, the bullshit ass practices, because people want to play the next Pokemon. They want to play the next Donkey Kong. You know what I mean? That's just the bottom line. Now, here's what I think Microsoft should do. Right? I'm not a professional. This is just me as a consumer. They should go the Sega route. Stop making consoles altogether. License your IPs to other companies to make them, or make them yourself and shit like that. Hell, if I get rid of fucking Game Pass altogether and go the Sega route, you know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like it will be a lot more lucrative, and people, and I think more people will buy their games.
yeah, I guess going the Sega route for their Activision and their Bethesda games, but they're already again not making fucking games to go the Sega route. Like
No, true, true. But I'm just saying,
and
it,
like we said, the console wars, even though I used to think it was stupid because people defending corporations that don't give a fuck about you, but it's necessary because PlayStation considers themselves a different category with Xbox players, where it's like, oh, these are like the hardcore gamers, and then the Nintendo crowd is supposed to be the like
the family
the
friendly.
casual gamers or
Yeah.
whatever, the family friendly. So you eliminate that and you start allowing Sony to start doing some fuck shit. Like, oh, it's just gonna it's gonna start going down the wrong road, bro.
So not
I
to
hope I want them to succeed. I want them to succeed.
not to correct you, right? Console wars are stupid when people are willing to fight you because I don't I don't defend the same corporation that you'd like, bro. They don't give a fuck about you. Like, for example, not to do with gaming, but I like to make this analogy, like iPhone versus Android, right? Like, bro, you're not enlightened because you got an Android. Like, Android is not like it's not, Samsung is not like a mom and pop shop. You know what I'm saying? They're just starting out. No, they're Samsung. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't give a fuck about you, right? Just get the fucking phone that you like and shut the fuck up, right? That's how I feel about when people are arguing about consoles. But I think the console war is important because of competition. Because of competition. Because if these motherfuckers on Nintendo are doing what they're supposed to do, right? It makes Sony says, "Now we gotta do our thing too, so we can, have have better products." And if we only have one motherfucker's reigning supreme, because let's face it, Nintendo left the console wars after they uh stopped making
Went
home
into the
consoles.
Wii.
They went to the Wii. They don't give a fuck. They were doing their own thing, right? So it was between two characters, Sony and Microsoft. And then If Sony goes unopposed, Sony can do what the fuck they want. And what are you? And what they're gonna say is, what you gonna do? Go to Xbox? And I'm like, no, like that's the point. Like I need good shit from good companies because if we start letting shit slide, we we always gonna get subpar quality products. I do want them to
Hmm.
succeed, even if right now, there's like I'm not like I said, I don't fucking advocate, I don't champion no corporation. Fuck them. But I'm also a gamer. At the end of the day, I want quality games. That's it. If we're gonna rip this entire argument down to the studs, it's gonna come down to I'm a gamer and I want quality games. If you provide me
Yep.
with quality games, I will buy what I need to buy. I will play it on whatever I need to play it, and that's it. That's all I want. So I want you guys to succeed, not because I fucking like you. No, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But because this is my
But you
hobby.
succeeding benefits us. Like I get
Benefits
a better product, you get your money,
and
and we just keep doing rinse and repeat, man. Let's
rinse and
just keep
repeat.
doing this back and forth, back and forth. Uh, remake games that you're not remaking. I know there's supposed to be a new Fable, but make the old Fables, even
Make
if
the hell.
they were over they were oversold. I still enjoy those games. They're quirky. I don't know. The
I
first two at least.
yeah.
I know that guy lied and told us, "Oh, you can do this, this, and that,"
What
and
was the
that shit
name? Peter
wasn't.
Molyneux. Like, hey,
Yeah,
yeah, you can
yeah.
see an acorn hit the ground and turn into an oak tree. I'm like, cool. Who
Bro,
cares? Like, shut the fuck up.
biggest capper in gaming,
Yo,
bro.
he's the
Holy.
biggest capper in gaming. But again, who cares? Because at the end of the day, they did deliver a solid product. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if Halo, like, I'm not saying Halo was my favorite, but I enjoyed them for what they were. You know what I mean? For
Oh, yeah, like I know it's nostalgia, but I'll still remember playing Halo 2 online.
mhm.
Or in high school, we used to have the computers with the original Halo, and we were LAN
Oh,
that shit,
the
bro.
LAN
We was
parties and
LAN.
stuff.
Yeah,
I also makes company like I miss company taking risk and shit like that because we don't get that no more. You know what I mean? That's why I mean, for example, 2K has been running unopposed for the longest because we don't have NBA Live anymore. We don't have the
exactly.
NCAA anymore. We don't have NBA Jam. We don't have NBA Streets. We don't have these games, you know what I mean, that makes like you give me options and like it makes you want to try better. It's like because what we used to call playground talk. Oh, bro, you like NBA 2K? Nah, NBA Live is better because name a reason.
The dunk contest, or etc. Yeah.
Yeah, the dunk
Mhm.
contest. You know what I mean? One of the NBA Lives had like celebrity players. You could play as Fabulous, DJ Clue, and shit like you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? But
Crazy games from back then that they should just bring back. The Def Jam series, bro. I didn't know half these people, and that game was fucking fun. The
Def
fighting
Jam was
game.
game so good, so fucking good. By the way, for those who don't know, you know that the GameCube version of NBA Street Volume 3 had Mario, Luigi, and Peach. Peach was the center.
No.
You didn't know
Oh,
that? Look it up.
no.
That yeah, in the GameCube version of NBA Street Volume 3, Mario, Luigi, and Peach were playable characters. Peach was the center.
Bro.
That is crazy, bro. Yo,
Just throwing alley oops to Peach, that'd be crazy,
that it
bro.
was crazy, bro. Like the game breakers, Mario will do like
Game breakers,
the
hell
yeah, like,
yeah.
it was so. But that's what I'm saying though. Like companies were taking risk. You know what I'm saying? Like how Weird Gaming said right now, Midnight Club, an alternative to
Love,
all the racing.
bro.
Amazing. Midnight Club was so good, right?
But yeah, like we discussed, Rockstar used to make games. Like they used to make games.
Hey,
Midnight Club,
Bully,
Max Payne, right?
Bully.
The Bully,
They had
etc. Manhunt.
Manhunt
Uh, they had games, bro. Like they were making games all the time, and now we're down to one every 10 years.
every 10 years, and in in one is the like it's a variation of the same game. You got GTA,
Yeah, there's only
Red
two
Dead.
titles at this point.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? And I'm like, what happened? What happened to the competition? What happened to making? You know what I mean? Because before, for example, when GTA came out, there was a bunch of GTA clones, right? One that I actually enjoyed, True
Saints
Crime.
Row. I like Saints Row.
Saint Row
Oh,
was
True
good.
Crime Streets of LA
So,
was good too.
Streets of
Yeah.
LA, Streets of New York, and then I guess they lost the IP or they got bought out. The spiritual successor was Sleeping Dogs, which fucking
Oh, I
amazing.
love that fucking game.
Sleeping Dogs
The
was
guy that was the undercover cop.
yeah,
Yeah.
like in China, like
In
that shit
Chinatown.
was
Yeah.
good.
Or it
No,
was in China.
It
Yeah.
was in China. It was
Yeah.
good. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying though. And again, so
No, games like how Weird said, like Army of Two, like they don't
Army,
even make couch co-ops anymore,
yeah,
bro. Like I know these games are not even popular, but like Kane and Lynch was something that I would play with my friend, right?
But you
Just
know what?
because it was such an experience.
It's not even about like being couch co-op because like Army of Two, you and me can play online, just you and me. You know what I'm saying? Something you can play with your son, like when he's not with.
Aggro, let me get behind them, boom.
Yeah,
Like we could definitely
back to back.
incorporate that today.
You know what I mean? There's so many things out there. You know what I mean? And then it's crazy because indies are the ones carrying the damn torch. And shout out to them, bro, because they've been making these companies look like dumbasses. Because they go like, yo, we have a budget of two Arby's card, and we made a solid game. And you guys have a budget of like 20 million, a million, 100 million, and it's generic as all hell. You know what I mean? Look at somebody asked in the chat. It was like, "Oh, you guys are gonna play Borderland 4?" Like, fuck no. After what that dude said,
Again, I did purchase it for my son. He is playing it,
yeah,
so
yeah, but you're a father.
but I'm not playing it.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah.
no, motherfucker said like, nah, you're just too broke. Get a better PC. I was like, word. That's how you really feel?
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the dev now, though.
Yeah, the
President,
dev.
whatever he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the CEO, whoever the fuck it is. But anyways, but with your wallets, Microsoft, I think they need to get out of the hardware game, and honestly, they need a whole revamp in leadership. I don't know who the fuck is running shit now. Who are the board
They
that work there?
definitely need a revamp in leadership
They need
because
a
yeah, I thought they started doing right steps when they introduced backwards compatibility and all that. Like, okay, we're going in the right direction. But
but
again, at the end of the day, it's new games that are gonna sell, and you guys aren't doing nothing with
nothing.
all those studios.
All those studios, all those IPs, all those like every
And
time.
then you're just gonna raise prices twice on the console when traditionally consoles go down,
You guys
and
are
now the Game Pass, like,
you guys are
it's just
canceling. You guys are canceling great ideas. You know what I mean? From
yeah,
studio,
you guys finally get success with Hi-Fi Rush, and
and then
you guys cancel that.
shut down the studio. It's like, what are we doing? But that's all I got for this topic, bro. You got
Yeah,
anything else?
yeah, no, no, that's Microsoft. Get your shit together, bro.
Get your shit
Stop, like,
together.
get someone from the East
That or you
to
know what though?
to
Like
to, to at least like consult with, like, bro, like something like
get a couple
take a pulse to your actual fans, because I
get a
don't know
couple
how many they
millennials.
don't even report their sales anymore.
Yeah, get a couple millennials on just to consult. You know what I'm saying? Like two guys like us. It'd be like, hey, what would you guys play? That you like? Because we're variety great gamers, I guess you could call. We play a little bit of everything. I was like,
Hmm.
hey, all you gotta do is just put out all the old game catalogs, right? Smash Brothers style, Smash Brothers style. Put them in the wall and just throw a dart. And wherever it lands, that's what you remake. Yo, Night Night with the $2 super chat.
Yo, shout out Night Night.
Oh, take it. But yeah,
Ah!
with that being said, though, I'm officially done with this topic. You know what I mean? What you got to say, bro, before we sign out?
Yep. So I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, whether you're catching it live or you catch it on the replay. Please give us a like and subscribe. That will definitely motivate us to continue making these topics, these type of videos. And if you have a specific topic you want to see us talk about, go hit the description below, join the Discord, shoot out what you want him to talk about because he does Lord Velas all the time, and then maybe what you might want to see on the cast. Besides that, he gotta go ahead and tell us his new streaming schedule.
Oh yeah, thank you. Almost forgot. So real quick, guys, due to the fact that
I found the manager.
he is the manager, bro. That's what's like. Oh, by the way, I gotta say this because you were like, "Oh, you're the boss." No, we're not. We're partners, motherfucker. Don't ever say
We
that shit.
partners in
We fuck.
crime.
This is
Yeah.
this is a collective. Now with now, so due to the fact that I don't have as much stamina as I did as a young man, I am going to night out here.
There's
There's something.
something right with you mentally, my boy.
Hey, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you mentally, but I'm seeing all the right things right
No,
now.
there's a lot of right things with you
I do
mentally. There's a lot.
appreciate the super chat, fam. But the stream is gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, right? You know, I'm gonna use Mondays and Fridays to create content. It's just that after streaming, I'd be exhausted, and I be having intention to create content, but I just be so exhausted I just fall off. So Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I am going to be streaming. I'll try to do a little bit longer for those days since I'm cutting a
A
day.
day.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
then obviously Sundays is for sure the the chill spot 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
That's still
So
gonna happen.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays plus Sunday.
Okay. Okay, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is gonna be 6 p.m. Eastern, and
Hmm.
then Sunday is 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Uh, the during the weekdays are the strictly gameplays.
Yeah, simple
He'll
game.
definitely talk to you about whatever you say in the chat. So if you have a question, some hypothetical scenario,
So
bring him on.
a versus
He'll
battle,
appreciate you.
a versus battle. That's what I get hit. Who will win against? Like, bro, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Nah, all
We
jokes
like
aside.
those. We like those.
No, we do it all. Um,
But you want to get some nostalgia? Catch him on Majora's Mask Tuesday at
I think I
6
should be
p.m.
able to finish it this week. I'm actually making the progress I'm making. I'm surprised with myself. I'm doing it a lot quicker than I thought I would, especially with collecting the mask and stuff like that. But again,
Yeah,
other than that, mi gente, hope you guys enjoy. We got to go. Shout out to motherfucking squad. Lo Tigre.
Lo
Also,
Tigre.
actually, can y'all do me the same favor they have been doing every week and peer pressure this man to create content?
uh, yeah, I'll be working 15-hour shifts. I'd be gassed, bro. So
no, you're right. You're right.
you see me coming into the chat like, yo, I'm trying,
I'm
but
trying.
I can't even listen to y'all right now.
I'm in number 12. I was like, oh shit. But hey, yo, but mi gente, we is out. Peace.
Peace.